I'm just gonna cut this chicken thigh. I'm trying to think about how I want to cut them. Now, back in the day when we did the recipe, we used chicken breasts, but I'm grown now and I know that this is the best tasting piece of chicken. So I use chicken thighs. It don't matter if it does call for chicken breast. I always use chicken thighs because I like the way that it tastes better. So I'm thinking of leaving it something like this, maybe. Thinking of leaving it like that. So doing like strips, best I can doing strips. Try to keep them all the same size just because I always hear recipes say that because that way it'll cook evenly, of course. And I know people cut fat off stuff, but I heard the fat gives it flavor. All right, so I got some breadcrumbs in there. I'm gonna do 2 things of this because I learned do a little bit of breadcrumbs. Then when I use those up, put them in there because otherwise it'll just get soggy. And this is just sazon. Total, I use this on literally everything. I'm ready to go. So let's start our assembly line. These small pieces, I'm gonna keep them out. At least until the end, because I don't want them on the bottom. Put them on the top. Egg wash, Italian breadcrumbs. We're gonna put it in here at 350, 30 minutes. Let's see what that gives us. Timer, 30 minutes. All right, there we go. Voice things, voice. Butter, baby. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna use to stir this with. Spatula. This is just Land O'Lakes butter with olive oil and sea salt. I bought this a while ago because I had a coupon probably on our bottle. And I have obviously not used it. Is it whipped? No, it ain't whipped. It's regular butter. I was looking for my Kerrygold, which I found, but I guess I ought to turn the stove on. I'm just gonna put it on a good 6. All right. And feel put our little spoon holder right there. I don't think I added nearly enough butter for the amount of sauce I'm gonna make, so adding some more of that. Also to slow down the brown, and I went upstairs and got me some sour punch straws because I love those and I'm currently addicted to them. And I kind of forgot about this a little bit, but that's all right. Good thing I had it on medium, not high or anything like that. All right, so that's our butter. And that might just be all of this. Yeah, I'm gonna put all of that in there. My little man. So that's what that be right now. Now it has said it on the recipe I looked at, it has said to add the butter and cream at the same time. We're gonna see if that makes a difference with what I just did. We're gonna add in parm, of course, when this heats up. I ain't loving the way that it's looking, but I have learned with cooking to trust the process. So let's see. Simmer. It's gonna be warming up that heavy cream that I put in there. I'm gonna put in the seasoning that I want to use, the Italian seasoning, and the garlic pepper. Just add the whisk it in there. Do not tell my husband I'm using a whisk on this. Yeah, it's gonna be well seasoned. It smells good. I know you're supposed to whisk this in a little at a time, so in my mind, sprinkling it around just a little bit, and then whisking it. So again, just gonna keep watching the consistency of this because I do need it to be what goes in the cracks and crevices of the chicken that I'm cooking, but of course not too watery. Is where I cut up those San Marzano tomatoes, and I'm just gonna dump them off in here. Nothing added yet, just the tomatoes. That's the San Marzanos I cut up. So add that off in there. Put those in there. More flavor. I'm gonna mix them in with the San Marzano. Next time I'm gonna make sure that I get 2 cans at least, maybe 3. I'll do 3 because then if I don't use the third, I'll have it for the next time I need it. So 3 cans of that tomato, fire roasted tomatoes, but we love San Marzano too. So just mixing those so they'll be mixed together. We put in some Italian seasoning with these. I add some seasoned salt. Yeah. I had some of these left from making Tuscan salmon. They are sun-dried tomatoes, julienne cut with herbs in them, and these are gonna give this a lot of flavor. So I'm gonna cut some of these up and put this in there as well. Those added in there. Stir those up. This about to be so good. All right. Put some of that in there. Splish splash. I hope I didn't do too much. I would have never known that I like red sauces until I made this Tuscan salmon recipe that I found on Instagram like a long time ago. I used to cook the chicken in. That's what's all up in here. And honestly, I ain't trying to watch it. It is late. Note to self, if I'm going to be a food creator, I'm going to have to cook dinner early so that my people can get a meal on time. So what I'm doing here, I'm just layering a little bit of this at the bottom. This Alfredo sauce that we made. I'll layer it on the bottom. Be careful with it just because this is my first time making it like this. So I don't want to use too much on the bottom and then I ain't got enough left for the top. So that's enough of that. Tip for the chicken, I should have cooked this on 425 for 20 minutes and I should have flipped it halfway through so it won't be, it's not super soggy, but yeah, I don't love the texture of it. I wish it was crispier. So I'm gonna layer this in here, stick them down in the holes. These little nubs, those are my favorite little pieces. Towels, it shouldn't be too hot. And we're gonna pour it over and we'll spread it out. All right, I reduced it down so it's not so much water in these. Well, not so watery. The texture is not so watery. Like it's not like a whole tomato sauce over the top of it. There we go. That's what happened with this. I got experimental with the tomatoes. Got it up out the oven. It looks delicious and bubbling hot.